Good morning or good evening, friends. Welcome back to the English Conversation Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Daniel, I have a question for you. Have you ever been traveling abroad, enjoying your vacation, when suddenly you felt terrible?
Oh, absolutely. That is the worst feeling. I remember once I was on a trip and I woke up with a fever and a really bad stomach pain.
Oh no, that sounds scary. What did you do?
Honestly, I panicked. I went to a pharmacy, but I didn't know the English words for my symptoms. I just stood there pointing at my stomach and making groaning noises. It was so embarrassing.
I think many of our listeners have been there. It is really stressful when you are in pain, but you can't find the right words to explain it.
Exactly. You don't want to say, my head is bad. You want to say exactly how it feels so you can get the right medicine.
That is exactly why we made today's episode. We are going to give you a complete health survival guide.
That's right. Today, we will teach you how to describe your symptoms, like the difference between a dull ache and a sharp pain.
We'll also teach you essential pharmacy vocabulary, and we even have a role play on how to call your boss and politely say you are too sick to come to work.
So, grab a cup of tea. Hopefully, you are feeling healthy today, and let's get started.
All right, let's dive into the first step, telling someone what is wrong. In English, we usually use two different sentence patterns.
That's right. We either use I have or I feel.
Exactly. If you are talking about a specific thing or a specific body part, use I have. For example, I have a cold.
Or I have the flu.
Notice we say a cold, but the flu. That's a small detail, but it helps you sound natural.
Okay, let's talk about specific body parts. Sarah, what if my throat hurts?
Then you would say, I have a sore throat.
I have a sore throat. Okay, and what if my nose is running like water?
Then you say, I have a runny nose.
And the opposite, when I can't breathe through my nose at all?
Good question. You can say, I have a stuffy nose. Or if you want to sound a bit more formal, you can say, I am congested.
Congested? That is a great word for the doctor's office.
One more important noun. If your body is hot, you say, I have a fever.
Or I have a temperature. Both mean the same thing.
Now let's switch to I feel. We use this with adjectives to describe your overall state.
So not a specific body part, but your whole body?
Exactly. For example, Daniel, imagine you stood up too fast and the room is spinning. How do you feel?
I feel dizzy. D-I-Z-Z-Y.
Perfect. I feel dizzy. What about if you feel like you are going to vomit?
Ooh, that's a bad one. I would say I feel nauseous.
Yes. Be careful with pronunciation there, listeners. Nauseous. I feel nauseous.
Another common one is when you have no energy. You can say, I feel weak or I feel fatigued.
Okay, listeners, now we want you to practice with us. We are going to say a symptom, and we want you to make the sentence using I have or I feel.
Are you ready? I'll say the symptom, you say the sentence out loud.
The symptom is headache.
I have a headache.
Next one, dizzy.
I feel dizzy.
Next one, runny nose.
I have a runny nose.
Last one, and this is a tricky one, sick.
I feel sick.
Great job, everyone.
Sarah, speaking of headaches, one thing that always confuses me is the difference between an ache, a pain, and hurt.
Ah, that is the ultimate question. Let's clear that up right now in part 2.
Okay, Sarah, so we talked about headache, but why do we say headache, but we don't say leg ache?
That is a brilliant question. This is a grammar trap that catches almost everyone. Let's break it down.
Let's start with ache. A-C-H-E.
An ache is usually a dull, continuous pain. It's not sharp, but it stays there for a long time.
And we usually combine this word with 5 specific body parts. Listeners, memorize these 5.
Right. We say headache, stomachache, backache, toothache, earache.
And also heartache. But that's for when you break up with your girlfriend, right?
Exactly. That is emotional pain. But Daniel is right. We don't usually say leg ache or hand ache.
So if my leg is hurting and I can't say leg ache, what do I say?
That is when you use the word pain.
Ah, pain. Is that different from an ache?
Yes, pain is usually stronger, sharper, and more sudden. And you can use the word pain with any body part.
So I can say, I have a pain in my leg.
Perfect. Or I have a sharp pain in my chest. Or I have a pain in my shoulder.
So ache is for those specific 5 body parts, and pain is for everything else.
Generally, yes. You wouldn't usually say, I have a pain in my head. You would just say, I have a headache.
Okay, so ache and pain are nouns. What about hurt?
Hurt is a verb. This is the easiest one to use because you just start with the body part.
The structure is body part plus hurts.
Exactly. My head hurts.
My back hurts.
My feet hurt.
Wait, Sarah, is my head hurts the same as I have a headache?
Yes, they mean almost the same thing. I have a headache sounds a little more like a medical condition. My head hurts just describes the feeling right now.
Okay, let's do a quick right or wrong quiz to test our listeners.
I love quizzes. I will say a sentence. If it is correct, do nothing. If it is wrong, Daniel will correct it.
I'm ready.
Sentence number 1. I have a leg ache.
Wrong. You should say, my leg hurts, or I have a pain in my leg.
Sentence number 2. I have a stomach hurt.
Wrong. Hurt is a verb. You should say, my stomach hurts, or I have a stomach ache.
Sentence number 3. My back is aching.
Correct. You can use ache as a verb, too. My back is aching is perfect natural English.
See, you guys are getting it. Now that you can describe the pain, you need to go buy some medicine.
That's right. Let's head to the pharmacy in part 3.
Great. So you know what is wrong. Now you need to fix it. You need to go to the pharmacy.
In the U.S., we often call this the drugstore. In the U.K. or Australia, you might hear chemist, but pharmacy works everywhere.
Exactly. Now, Daniel, there is one major difference in English-speaking countries that surprises many travelers. You cannot just buy any medicine you want.
Oh, right. We divide medicine into two categories.
First, we have prescription medicine.
Prescription. That means you need a piece of paper or a digital note from a doctor to get it.
Exactly. You cannot just walk in and ask for antibiotics. If you ask, the pharmacist will say, "Do you have a prescription?"
And the second category is over-the-counter or OTC.
This means you can buy it right off the shelf without seeing a doctor. Things like aspirin, cough syrup, or cold medicine.
So, if you were just feeling a little under the weather, look for the OTC aisle.
Now, medicine comes in different shapes. It helps to know the words so you know what you're buying.
Most common are pills or tablets.
Right. But if you have a sore throat, you probably want lozenges. Lozenges.
Those are the little hard candies that soothe your throat. I love the lemon ones.
Me too. And for a cough, usually we take syrup. That is the liquid medicine.
And finally, if you have a rash or a bug bite, you need an ointment or cream.
Okay, let's put this into a role play.
I'll be the customer who feels terrible. Sarah, you are the pharmacist.
Ready. Action. Hi there. Can I help you finding anything?
Yes, please. I have a really bad cough and my chest hurts. Do you have anything for it?
Is it a dry cough or do you have phlegm?
It's a dry cough. It's keeping me awake at night.
Okay, I recommend this cough syrup. It's very effective.
Great. How should I take it?
Take 1 teaspoon every 4 hours. But be careful, it might make you drowsy, so don't drive after taking it.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
Hi there. Can I help you finding anything?
Yes, please. I have a really bad cough and my chest hurts. Do you have anything for it?
Is it a dry cough or do you have phlegm?
It's a dry cough. It's keeping me awake at night.
Okay, I recommend this cough syrup. It's very effective.
Great. How should I take it?
Take 1 teaspoon every 4 hours. But be careful, it might make you drowsy, so don't drive after taking it.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. Did you hear that key word? Drowsy.
That is super important. Drowsy means sleepy. If a medicine says may cause drowsiness, do not drive a car.
Good tip. Now that I have my syrup, I need to call my boss and tell her I'm not coming to work.
Let's learn how to do that politely in part 4.
Okay, so you have your medicine and you are back in bed. But now you have to do the hardest thing. You have to call your boss.
This makes so many people nervous. In English-speaking work cultures, we have a specific phrase for this. We say, "I need to call in sick."
Right. And you can't just text your boss saying, I am sick, bye.
No, that sounds rude and unprofessional. You need to use softeners to sound polite, even if you feel terrible.
So, let's listen to a model conversation. I will be the employee, and Sarah will be my manager. Listen closely to the phrases I use to start the conversation.
Hello, Sarah speaking.
Hi, Sarah. This is Daniel.
Oh, hi, Daniel. You sound a bit rough. Is everything okay?
Not really. I'm afraid I won't be able to make it in today.
Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. What's wrong?
I think I'm coming down with the flu. I have a fever and a really bad headache.
That sounds nasty. Don't worry about work. Just stay home and rest.
Thanks, Sarah. I'll keep you posted on how I feel tomorrow.
Sounds good. Hope you feel better soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, Daniel. Great acting. You sounded very sick. Let's look at that first sentence you used.
I said, I'm afraid I won't be able to make it in today.
This is a perfect professional phrase.
Why did I say, I'm afraid? Was I scared of you?
No, in English, I'm afraid is a polite way to say, I'm sorry to give you bad news. It softens the blow.
So instead of saying, I can't come, say, I'm afraid I can't make it in. It sounds much more respectful.
The next phrase you used was, I think I'm coming down with the flu.
Coming down with. This is a phrasal verb we use when an illness is just starting.
Exactly. You wouldn't say, I am coming down with a broken leg. You only use it for sicknesses like a cold, the flu, or a virus.
And finally, how did I end the call? I didn't just say, see ya.
You said, I'll keep you posted.
This means I will update you, because maybe I will be sick tomorrow too.
Right. It tells your boss that you are responsible and you will communicate with them later.
So remember those 3 steps. Soften the bad news, explain the symptom, and promise an update.
Perfect. Now, speaking of coming down with something, English has some very strange idioms about health. Let's look at those in our final section. We are almost finished, but we can't end an episode without some idioms. Native speakers love using idioms to talk about their health.
Oh, definitely. If I tell my friend, I am slightly sick, it sounds a bit formal. I'm much more likely to use our first idiom,
And that is under the weather.
under the weather. This simply means you aren't feeling 100%. Maybe you're tired, or you have a slight headache, or you feel a cold coming on.
Right. It's not for a serious emergency. If you broke your leg, you are not under the weather. You're in the hospital.
Exactly. Use this for minor things. For example, I'm going to go home early tonight. I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
Perfect. It's a very gentle, polite way to say you don't feel good.
Okay, idiom number 2. You took your medicine, you slept for 2 days, and now you are getting better.
We call this being on the mend.
On the mend. To mend means to fix or repair, right?
Exactly. So if you are on the mend, your body is repairing itself.
So if my boss asks me, hey, Daniel, is your flu gone? I can say, I'm not 100% yet, but I am definitely on the mend.
That is a great phrase. It sounds very optimistic.
And finally, what about when you are completely cured? You're strong, healthy, and full of energy.
Then you are fit as a fiddle.
Fit as a fiddle. Now, Sarah, I have to ask, a fiddle is a violin. Why do we want to be as fit as a violin?
It's a very old expression. In the old days, fit meant suitable or ready, and a violin had to be in perfect condition to make music.
Ah, interesting. So today it just means I am in perfect health.
Yes, you often hear older people say this. My grandfather is 90 years old, but he is fit as a fiddle.
I love that. So, to recap the 3 stages, you start under the weather, then you take medicine and you are on the mend, and finally, you are back to being fit as a fiddle.
You nailed it.
I feel healthier just saying those words. Phew, we covered a lot today. From describing a runny nose to buying cough syrup and even calling your boss.
We really hope this episode helps you feel more confident. Getting sick is stressful enough. You shouldn't have to stress about your English, too.
Exactly. Remember, you don't need to use perfect medical words. Just remember the difference between I have a cold and I feel dizzy, and you will be fine.
Now, before we go, we have a question of the day for you.
Yes, we want to know, when you are sick, what is your comfort food?
In the US, many people eat chicken noodle soup and crackers. In the UK, some people like toast and tea.
I want to know what people eat in Brazil or Japan or Italy when they have a cold.
So please let us know in the comments below. When I am sick, I eat.
And if you learned something new today, maybe the difference between ache and pain, please give this video a like. It really helps Sarah and me create more lessons for you.
Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next conversation. We have some great topics coming up soon.
Stay healthy, drink lots of water, and keep practicing.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye.